an individual who was sick, who was evil.
Mark Morgan is acting commissioner of U.S. Customs and Border Protection, and he spoke with CBN News about the tragedy and whether rhetoric from President Trump
mass
is
shooting.
to blame.
He is the one responsible for the murder of those individuals and nobody else.
How concerned are you about some of the rhetoric?
I think rhetoric is in one category, and then the acts of this individual, this depraved coward, is in another category.
For the former Marine and FBI agent, the deadly shooting just adds to an already busy and controversial list. Recently, he's had to deal with accusations from far-left Democrats that the border detention centers are more like concentration camps.
I was just outraged. I mean, it's unbelievable to me that's not just rhetoric. If somebody says, anybody says, that we're running concentration camps, that's just a lie. It's a flat-out lie.
He says another flat-out lie is the notion family separation is an official administration policy.
There's never been a family separation policy. It doesn't exist. It never will exist. It was a zero-tolerance policy, which meant if you came here under Statute 1325, you came here illegally, that was a crime. Just like we do in the interior United States. If someone commits a crime and they go to jail, Child Protective Services take the children.
Morgan says roughly 1 million people will illegally enter America this year. The challenge is that the U.S. system isn't equipped to deal with the increase in migrant families.
Back in the 90s, 2000, we reached over 1 million, but the majority of those were adult males, and we sent them back right away. Now, the majority, 65%, are family units and children. And because of our broken laws, they're released into the interior United States, never to be heard from again. That's what we have to focus on.
Morgan says Congress must fix certain loopholes to discourage the heavy influx.
They could pass legislation in 15 minutes, and 85-90% of this crisis would go away.
Do you have any hope that Congress will step up to the plate? I mean, it's been years, decades.
None. They're not going to pass any meaningful legislation to address the loopholes in our legal framework.
Despite
Because the Dems are crazy and they lie.